Hey everybody, it's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. It's Sunday morning. It is raining outside. This is one of my favorite times to be in the workshop. The rain is really light. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it on the roof. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this page, but I thought I would turn the camera on. Obviously, it is sort of morphing into a collage. And this was an old postcard. This was not a super old, like 1900s, but it was a reproduction of one of those. And I actually think I have an original one with this clock on it and a New Year's message. Sorry, I can't talk this morning. Maybe I need more coffee. But I pulled out one of the pieces of paper that I had used to on my gel plate. So it just got some pink and white, and it's really fun to draw these little mushrooms. I decided to draw one on this. I really can't talk this morning. I decided to draw one on this and then just cut it out. There's some gesso on this page. There's a piece of fabric. It looks like there's a string trapped under there. And I don't know. I just thought I would start layering somehow. And I do want to draw some sort of face to go on here. But let's draw another mushroom. Maybe a bigger one. Oh, one thing I wanted to tell you. I used to keep a blog at a website called amothersjournal.com. And that website was huge. I had probably 7 or 8 or 9 years worth of gardening, field trips, home projects, hairstyles, fashion, thrift store hauls. I mean, you name it. That was sort of my outlet. That was my creative outlet at the time. And I really used it to document a lot of our field trips and just different things like that. But after all those years, I got a notification from my hosting provider at the time, and it felt so wrong. They said, your site has been hacked. I got up one morning and my site wouldn't load. It had been taken down, and they took it down. They said it had been hacked, and they wouldn't tell me where. They said, somewhere in there would be a line of code or something or whatever, and that I needed to find it. I didn't even know where to start looking for what they were talking about. They said they could find it, and the fee was like $100 an hour. And anyway, I let it go because I couldn't afford to pay. I couldn't afford to pay even $100 for somebody to sit and work on that website, much less $100 an hour. Maybe it was meant for that site to go away. That site had some things on it that I just don't even want to ever look at again. There was a lot of pain. That site was a part of its time, and I'm not in that time anymore. I've done a lot of healing, and I feel like even lately there's been a massive shift. There's been a massive amount of healing to take place all at one time. For those of you who are new, I was in a 23-year marriage that was abusive. He is the father of all 4 of my children. He has some wonderful qualities. There's a reason that I stayed for so long. And there's a lot of it that I don't get into here because he's not sitting here to defend himself. I think he and I are both big enough people to be able to say, what was good and what was bad and what was wrong. Anyway, I had a lot of mental trauma from those years, and I've done a massive amount of healing. I'm so happy right now. One of the things that I've wanted to do for quite a long time, though, is to restore some of those pictures to an online presence. For a long time, I heard from different people who had followed A Mother's Journal missing the website. Well, you are not alone. I miss it too, and sometimes even one of my children would message me or call me and say, you know, where was that picture on the blog? And then I would have to remind them, the whole blog is gone. The whole website's gone. I had articles on there. I had articles about homeschooling, about gardening, about marriage. You know, I think one of the things that brought so many articles about marriage from me, something that brought all of those out, was that I was trying so very hard to hold something together that was not authentic. I was putting my all into living out a dream that I did not want to let go. Oh, she's cute. Anyway, that's for something different. But that's the same color of pink. Interesting. But at abitofbirdsong.com, I do have a blog, and I've started to put some posts on there. I'm trying to share these old pictures, get them out there again. And there is a purpose. I also had a website about building dollhouses from trash. And I want to restore that. Michaela had a huge dollhouse. I mean, she had to stand on a little step stool to get to the top. And most of it was just from recycled things. She and I had the most fun playing. But anyway, I'm going to put a picture right here to show you one of the pictures from the most recent CD I went through of me sitting on a bridge that I had put across my goldfish pond. I had upgraded from one goldfish pond to another, and I installed these myself, which I was really proud of it, and it ended up being so beautiful. The neighbor children would come over and feed the fish. Michaela would feed the fish. You know, they couldn't just go crazy. I didn't want the fish to be killed because they also had access to things that were outside. I'm rambling, but anyway, if you're interested, I'm going to try to just keep this momentum going with getting these pictures out there. And that's a healing process as well. So let's see here. Oh, this is one of the Sharpies that's not, I probably ruined that. I bet this one's not good. No, it works. And I'm trying to be sort of neutral with my sharing on this blog. Again, I don't want to just rage. I know there was good and bad. I know I have my story. That's a really tough thing to figure out sometimes. Like, where does the line stop for a person to be able to tell their story? I mean, it's their truth, but where do you get to the point where you're stepping on somebody else's truth? Anyway, I'm trying to do this in a way that just suits my, you know, the purpose that I have, which is to get a lot of this beautiful stuff back online. This is just a piece of manila folder. I'm going to be putting together some fabric packs over the next day. I don't know if I'll get it done today. I'm starting on it today, but I think these will be really pretty. I'm having to do some, you know, just some more listing and cleaning out. I've been wanting to get some pretty fabric packs on here for a while in my Etsy shop, so hopefully I can get that up in the next, like, 48 hours. And I've still got creepy stuff I need to finish putting together. There's so much out here. It's really hard. I mean, give her a little bird here. Maybe a few stars. She can have stars on her headband and then a few little stars everywhere else. Whoa. Hello. Where are they? Oh, well, I do love these. I wasn't thinking about those, but maybe, I haven't seen these in a while. Let's pull these out. You can tell I like pink. Jennifer, I'm so sorry, my dear sister. I know you love everything but pink, but I do love pink. I don't know why I love pink so much. Listen to the rain. I do like this color. This is the Self-Discovery Journal. So if you care to look at that post that's on a bit of birdsong.com, I do think there's a lot of healing taking place. The healing, it's in layers. And it just happens, it's layer after layer. Like, I will think sometimes that I'm over maybe a certain aspect and something will remind me, or I'll have a day where, I don't know if it's chemical, it could be chemical, a day where I feel really sad and I second guess everything I've ever done, everything. And sometimes, you know, when you get sad like that, you're really just crying for the whole wide world. It's like everything is just too much. But I don't cry like that as much about the old house. And there was a long time that it was even painful to go to my hometown. Well, I call it my hometown. It's not where I was raised, but it's where all of my children were raised. That house had a lot of memories. Like, all 4 of my newborns were brought to that house. We moved into that house when I was pregnant with my first child. In fact, I helped move furniture when I was pregnant. And we were very careful. And he was protective over me. He was careful. And, you know, I probably still should not have been moving big pieces of furniture. But I felt really strong. I've always been active and pretty self-sufficient. I try to be anyway. I like her. So let's see, what can we do? So every time I use the gold paint and put my brush in the water, it's like it puts a shimmer in the water. So then even the distressed things have a shimmer, because I really don't change that water all the time like I should. I change it enough, but not all the time. I really want to go to the thrift store and go shopping for some clothes. That's my favorite place to buy clothing. And I've bought a few things over the past month. Found a really pretty white blouse. I mean, it looks brand new. It might have been new. There was something I bought recently that still had the tags on it. Too much water in the brush. Maybe oh, so sweet. That's a tiny little brush. I have to be careful not to leave this one standing in the water. I'm really bad about all the other ones. Let's put a little, like a rose right there. We'll put some color in her dress. One of the things I like to do to tie a page together is not to waste anything. So this gold paint might end up, you know, going on here. Let's just see what happens. We might do more with her, but let's put her over here for right now. I could even, we could put this down here. That's pretty. But maybe I do want it to show. And I'm trying to think too where I'm going to bind this page. I like that a lot. So let's put that right there. Oops. Yeah, that's good. We might do some more to her, but let's go ahead and get her on the page. Oh, I like those. So that's something really cute you can do with papers that come from your gel gel plate. Sometimes I just play with 2 or 3 colors, and then I have this stack of things that I don't really know what to do with. So that was very fun to just take a Sharpie and draw little shapes, because we end up with these really cute little lines on there, and the beautiful color. I don't worry too much about having things like this lay down completely flat on the paper either. Sometimes I do, but lately I've been drawn to just having things maybe stand up a little bit, or, you know, feel like they're more dimensional. Let's do this. So let's cover her. I've learned the hard way just how far these splatters go. And let's put some pink up there. And around here. I might get a little bit on just the edge. That's perfect. I love that. Okay, here's the message. When you look back with gentleness. It's like a novel. It's like a novel. And when you get to the end, you miss all the characters. And it's like you've been to a place that suddenly is over. It's over and the book is closed, and you can pull it out and read it again, but it will never be the same as the first time. I think she might need something else, but for right now, I'm gonna let her rest. She might need some white paint somewhere in here. I might come back and put some color in her face, but for now I'm gonna stop because I have some things I need to take care of. And this will be, is this the 4th page in the little self-discovery journal? Well, little, it's kind of big. It's gonna be a big book. And oh, I do love this. You can see there's a lot of pink in here. I'm trying to stay in a color family. This, I was going through supplies yesterday and just cleaning out. I have bags I've been donating, and I have these beads that I put a lot of beads on a string, and they're on the Christmas tree now. They're so pretty. I don't think they were on there when I recorded the little video clip, but a lot of letters. And then I got tired and I donated the rest of the beads, but these were 2 that had fallen away and were on my desk. So this just is a stamp that I stamped onto wet fabric, and it's faded. I put Faded Beauty. I love this little piece of cardboard. I don't know why, but that's probably going to be in here. There's one of the charms that I made. That's going to be in the journal. So that is all for now. Thank you so much for being here and for listening, and I will be back really soon. Bye for now.